Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you in the wee hours in the morning, the way I like it. Let's go. I got a good lesson for you today. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Right in 25 rules to live by. Storyteller. Story with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, getting to know who you are from the inside out. Right Thinker's way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for you to do that as the master right thinker. As a student and somebody who wants to know themselves, this is what you need to understand. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. That's what I like to work with. Why? That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. Good stuff. A person who knows not and believes that they know is wasting my time and also dangerous. I avoid them. You should too. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Most people this time of the morning it's okay. But I can awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I'll wake you up to yourself. It's a good thing. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. You have to be true to thyself. And only way you can make that happen is what? Become conscious of yourself. Right thinkers, let's talk about becoming conscious. It's shining the light in the darkness. Knowledge is light. Ignorance is darkness. Yin and yang, light, dark, good, bad, left, right, up, down, in, out. Opposites. You got to have that in order for it to work. It's called duality. Today, let's get the concept of consciousness. You hear me saying be God conscious. Okay, that means have the light of God shine in your mind. Keep him on your mind and keep your mind on him. That way the other guy, darkness, can't get in. Got a nice little lesson for you. Let's go. Nothing can be done in the darkness, aka chaos, or better known ancient time as Itfet. The opposite of good is evil. Opposite of chaos is order. We call chaos, but ancients call it Itfet. So understand that. Another word, again, the NIMS. Itfet, chaos, same person, same thing. But you might not know who Itfet is. I don't know that. Yeah, but you know chaos. So let's go with that. Chaos, darkness. But with light, all things are possible. If you're in the dark, what do you crave, Masons? Light. Let there be light. Bam. The light of consciousness and waking up to who you are and seeing what's around you, becoming aware of your state of being. Talk about being. Okay, being in the darkness is temporary. What is done in the dark will what? Be brought to light. You can't manufacture, make nothing in dark but babies. Okay, but again, that's going to be brought to light in 9 months. What you did in darkness is becoming. So instead of arguing my philosophical concepts, because you might not agree with them or really understand them, try listening to them and get clarity. I'll explain it to you. If you don't understand, don't tell me what you think I meant. If you don't know, I'll explain it to you. That's what teachers do. I break it down so you can understand what I'm saying to you. Misunderstanding what I'm saying is a waste of time. Here you go. Ancients called it the noon, aka y'all call it the abyss. Same thing in the Bible, in the darkness, the face, all that. Yeah, same thing. Watery, murky darkness, waiting to what? To be brought to light. Energy is there. Frequency is there. The vibration, now you got something. Okay? Consciousness is what? Light, aka knowledge. Darkness is what? Ignorance. With potential. Because you're ignorant don't mean you're dumb. It means you don't know something with the potential to find out, to learn. This is why everything comes from the known. Why? It's full of potential. It's just chaotic because it got nothing going on for real, but it's waiting for something to happen. That's the creation story. Leave that alone. That's why I teach that, to get you to understand. You tell me the Big Bang, I got a concept of creation story. We're just trying to enlighten you to what is going on and catching up with understanding. In the beginning, who was there? So we ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna play that game. But yeah, trust me. Philosophical concepts, theological concepts, that's all they are. You can practice the one that suits your fancy. I'm a right thinking concept. Right thinking philosophy brings you from the darkness of ignorance of self to the glorious light of knowledge of self. The Big Bang. How about that? We call it the Big Bang. I don't know, whatever. How you go? Now, let there be knowledge, aka light, consciousness. The sun don't stop shining. The ancients knew that. The hell, the river of fire, that's pure energy. That's the sun. We had that in us too. Some got little fire, some got big fire. We call it the dog. Okay, they decided the dog in the fight, decided to fight in the dog. So it's the side of light and understanding and knowledge of self that's individual. You got more of that, the better you are. The less you got, the more ignorant you are. So all you gotta do is what? Obtain the light. Go to the light. All right, here you go. Where we at? Let there be light, knowledge. Okay, who or what can bring you from ignorance of self to knowledge of self? I'll wait. That's a preceptor, guru, master, what they want to call it. Okay, I like sage. God, the all-conscious, all-knowing, ever-present, that's who. Your higher self. He's there in you. Who said, let there be light in the darkness? God, that's who. Again, anything that we understand to be out of our realm of control, we have to give it to our higher power, supreme being, all conscious, all knowing, aka God. I call him, ancients call him Netter. Okay? God, Netter, same thing. Okay? Allah, whoever you want to call it, all the same thing, but it ain't but one. So all the names don't change, that it's one. God wants you to know him. Not just believe in him. That's what I was told. Do what's right and you'll be rewarded by him. If only you know the good deed that you do. The person that you do the deed for has no clue, but you're doing something for them and they benefiting from it. You don't have to worry about being paid or being take care from them. Why? If you're doing it for the right reason, that's the blessing that he take care of you with. If you're a true servant of the Lord, you understand that concept. I see a lot of people claiming to be servants of the Lord, claiming to be this, but they're not doing the things that they claim to be. That's my issue with Christians, Muslims, or Jews. If you ain't practicing what you preach, I got a problem with you. I practice what I preach. I preach and teach right thinking. I live it. So don't not well yeah, yes I am. So just do what you do. If you're good at what you do, I got nothing but respect for you. Not a problem. But if you're perpetrating, I'm not the one. Let's get back to the lesson, son. All right. I'm doing my God thing. When I teach right thinking philosophy, when daily, this is what I do for him and you. I can say, I know that when I do what I do for you, that's how I earn my blessings from him. The secret's out. Now they know. I shine my light every day for you to see. That's right thinking philosophy. I'm showing you how it looks. Next one. The sun don't stop. Darkness is just potential without light. When that potential gets to light, it can shine. It can illuminate, so to speak. Okay? We start out where? In the darkness, in the womb, waiting to be born into what? The world of light, space, and time. The level in which time starts to take effect. In the womb, you just there. And when it's time to come out, nature takes its course, and now you're in a level of time. It's time to live and become what? Conscious. Why? To know thyself. Your goal in life is to do that. Why? Because this physical life has an expiration date. The spirit that's in the body doesn't. But if it don't get woken up, it become conscious of itself, it's just going to reincarnate. Another lesson, we ain't going there, but that's the concept. All right, we start in the dark, we know that. Watch this. If you're ignorant of self, you're in the dark. That means you could potentially know you, but if you don't know, you're in the dark of yourself. That's ignorant. Watch this. Right thinking philosophy will bring you into the glorious light. That's the goal. That's the symbolic meaning of waking you up, giving you knowledge, all those stuff. Darkness is only a temporary state of being. Light, aka knowledge, is forever. Why? Because the spirit don't die. Once you become enlightened, you punched your ticket to the afterlife. Why? Because when this body died, the spirit and your consciousness is one, and when it leaves, they go together. I'm trying to break it down to make it simple so it ain't rocket science, it ain't all that. I see a bunch of neurologists, I see a bunch of professors and all that smart, supposed to be theologians and scholars, botching big time with simple concepts of if you do this, the law of cause and effect. Simple. It ain't that hard. So I try to keep it simple. Right. Okay. No disrespect, but simple is always good. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, where we at? Darkness can't be a state of life in you. Darkness can't be a state to live in. You need light, aka conscious. You can't live in ignorance. You can't just keep being ignorant. The sun don't stop shining. The world, this earth, this evolves around it. And they know when they go in the underworld, it's still shining in the darkness down there. But we're dark up here. When the sun is up here, it's dark in the underworld. Conceptually. Light and dark are natural opposites. Before we had anything, we had darkness. Let there be light. Now, who got the most time? Nope, it's equal billing. Why? That's where it's done. Balance is having balance on both sides. You can't have too much one way, then if you're out of balance, you got to have balance to keep everything on the level. Another Masonic concept. Working tools of a Mason and the builders, okay? But we use it for a more noble and glorious purpose. The level of time, once you're born into the world, you become a player. Ain't nobody got a choice. Once they come into the world, you got to do. Consciousness, watch this. Consciousness is coming into what? Knowledge of self, aka from the darkness to the light. Right thinking philosophy can bring you to the state of consciousness, aka knowledge of self, light. Okay? Being conscious is what? Having understanding and respect for others who may not be. I don't frown and look down and condescendingly deal with people who are not enlightened or not a right thinker. Never would I do that. When you condescendingly deal with people, that's saying you're better than them. That's for the boulets. That's for the ego-driven people. Those are people I tell you that I don't like, so I would never be one of them. I would never join that club. Okay? Being wrong thinking is believing you're something you're not. That's being ignorant of self. To perpetrate being somebody in front of everybody, grandstanding, you really bad, but you really not. Where I come from, you couldn't do that. Why? Because somebody's going to try you. The guy with the most mouth, he got the most knowledge, or he best with his hands. Why? Because he the one doing the talking. Before I became conscious, I believe I was right even when I was wrong, because why? I was ignorant, but I believed that I was right. I've been proven wrong a few times on my belief concept. Ain't been wrong yet with my knowing concept. There is a difference. Being conscious is knowing thyself and living by your spiritual disciplines that you learn. And when you practice them, you get good at them, you end up mastering them, hence self-mastery or master yourself, whatever it is. But you have to put the time in to earn it and work to get that title. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Let me get out there. Light, consciousness are also one and the same. Again, the names, we say light, we say conscious, two different things, but they mean the same thing. Light, knowledge, consciousness is having and using spiritual disciplines to your advantage. Knowing something and not doing it is not right thinking. Knowing something and doing it, what you know, practicing that the results will always be to your benefit. To do wrong, you never benefit from a wrong act, either unintentional or intentional. You can't make wrong right. Understand it's wrong and move on. To justify, defend being wrong is a waste of time. I don't waste my time. Okay. Light is knowledge, being what? Conscious is doing the right thing by what? Choice. Because you're conscious of it, you know what to do. Or you claim. You can have light, aka knowledge, and still be what? Unconscious, ignorant of what? Self. Academia is full of them. They scholars and they know everything about everything except themselves. Another lesson. Being conscious means what? You have knowledge and know what to do with it. Most nerds, we call them, scholars, academia, they have a boatload of knowledge and boatload of information, but they're not comfortable dealing with ordinary stuff. Why? They devote everything to learn and to be and forget about themselves. That's why he told you, find the kingdom of heaven first. Know thyself. I'm about to wrap it up. Now that I'm conscious, I want everyone else, all my right thinkers, to be conscious also. That's why I do what I do for you. I'll be back. You know I got some more. Stay tuned.